So I realized that our overall conversion rate for our water filter brand is 1.6%. But then I looked at funnel specific conversion rates of first time visitors from Meta. So it's super specific. That's a number I saw in Intelligence, and I saw it's only 0.4%. Does it make sense to try to optimize that number and try to iterate on getting this number up? Or do you
Well,
look
first,
only at overall store conversion rate when you do your A/B test and performance uplift stuff?
I think first you need to get some clean data. I wouldn't trust Intelligence because we recently looked at someone's store and they launched something, and
Yeah.
Intelligence was reporting the sale as or the test is losing, and it was saying that the test was losing quite dramatically, but their revenue doubled.
What the fuck?
Their
Okay.
store revenue has doubled and maintained over 3 days. So that confused all of us. We were like, "What the heck is happening here?" But what do you rely on? The client was like, well, I don't want to turn that test off because,
Yes, yes,
I'm
definitely.
getting double revenue now all of a sudden. I know that these testing tools are not 100% accurate all the time. So my answer is you need to have one source of truth. And Nikolai is saying we saw the same thing with intelligence. Yeah. So you need to have one source of truth that you know. And that's why sometimes it's good to just go back to manual gritty way of doing manual order tracking every so often, because that's what the client and I did. We just went in and we were like, okay, we know they came through this funnel. Which ones purchased through this funnel? We were able to track them manually, and verify. You need to have
And
that because otherwise you've got Google Analytics, you got Intelligence, you got Shopify, and they're all telling their own story.
yeah,
And you're
I
like, what
think
the
that.
heck is going on? You know?
And in this specific case, where Intelligence said the test was losing and you doubled your store revenue and you manually checked the orders, could you then see that the data from Intelligence was really off?
It's looking that way. Yeah, it's looking that way. Doesn't make any sense because Intelligence is not tracking all the orders.
Why
Um,
are we using that tool?
well, it's like the same with Triple Whale, isn't it? And what's the other one that I used to use when I was working in info marketing? The one that Alex, what's his name, Becker built, Hyros.
Yes.
Hyros was really good at the time, but again, it's still not 100% accurate. My thing is like once a month, do an audit of your numbers. Your numbers is like the fundamental root thing that's going to impact your decision making. So why would you outsource that to a tool that's giving you its own interpretation of that? Look at
Yeah.
your numbers. Just spend a day on it. Even if you spend a day, it's time consuming. Sure, it's boring. No one wants to do it. Maybe you can outsource it to a VA, but at least it's 100% accurate. You
Yeah.
export your orders, you export what you spent on meta ads, and you do
Yeah.
proper UTM tracking the manual way. It's gritty, it's bare bones, but you know for a fact that that data is accurate, you know?
Okay. Yeah, I need to get deeper into that kind of
Yeah.
manual stuff,
Because
definitely.
if because it's a problem I'm seeing, by the way, and not just you, a lot of people in the group. I think what I'm seeing with you, with your
Mhm.
problem, is you've got so many different pages and there's so many different numbers. You don't even know what to optimize.
Yes.
So one thing you need to do after this call is go through each different page, track the numbers of the last 90 days and write them out. Here's how much revenue we got from this page. Here's how much traffic that we sent to this page. And then you'll be able to map, okay, this page is where we can get the biggest uplift from. That's what we need to spend the next month optimizing. Do you understand my logic?
Yes,
You've got
yes,
too
yes.
many things. How many pages here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, more than 10, I think.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. I mean, most one like the traffic comes to the listicle. I
So you
think
can
even
either
there.
you can either spread your energy and try and optimize all of these, or you can just focus on the biggest bottleneck and up level that, which is what I'd recommend. Yeah.
From my point, it's like the listicle because we have like a new winning ad and it's not so congruent anymore. So also when you see over last 30 days it went down,
Yeah.
like
So
it's
that's what
not
I would
so.
be running the numbers on. If we get a 10% improvement from this page, how much money are we going to make? Oh, that makes sense to optimize that. So I would do that. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, yes, to write every page out like the numbers to run
Yeah.
simulations and then to see like to filter like
And
the.
try and see if you can simplify your funnel. I know some people love doing all of these OTOs, but my philosophy is I want to shrink the funnel, Belroy style, as small as possible, and I want to maximize the potency of it. So if I can have only 2 pages to optimize, I know I can spend more energy on making sure that those 2 pages are dialed in, rather than, and then once I've got those dialed in and I'm doing really well, then I might add on a third page after that. Do you get what I mean? Some other
Yeah, yeah.
people prefer to do it this way, where they have 10 different pages and they're just squeezing money out of people at every stage, like little drops of money. But the thing is, the minute your ad doesn't work at a later stage, you've now got 10 pages that don't work, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I also like in total our fundament is already a bit broken. I think with the product, we try to optimize it for profit and then
Yeah.
to find something else anyway, because otherwise without the funnel, this product would not even be sellable anymore. Because on Shopify, it died literally with a low AOV.
Yeah. So to me, it
Rated.
seems like you're hanging on by your fingernails with this funnel.
Mm.
So I'm not saying you need to kill it. I'm just saying you should try A/B tests and try a bigger swing. You might even find that your biggest optimization might even not be the page at all. It could be your targeting a different audience, reframing this problem around solving a different, reframing this product as solving a different problem. What if you find an audience that is like, what if it's soccer moms that are cleaning their sons' boots after they go to football? You know, I'm just giving you an idea that might not work at all, but you get what I mean. And you
No,
reframe your
100%.
whole product around that.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Like another product market fit
Yeah.
to see like find new avatars, new angles.
Yeah. Because I mean,
Yes.
something like that would definitely, I think, warrant a higher price point, because imagine if soccer boots or whatever, football athletes carry a lot of mud, or it could even be your product might solve cleaning pet toys, and you can now wash your pet toys in with your clothes and they're not going to affect your clothes. So there's so many different things that you should be testing that could open up a whole new audience that could allow you to charge more. But because you've got such a bulky funnel, imagine if you tried to do this with a different audience now, you got to change 10 pages. So not practical. So.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like the way you said it, it was good for this audience. It was squeezed it out from 300K. We doubled the revenue, and otherwise we wouldn't. Sure, but now it gets complicated. We get to this level, and we cannot scale them further and so on because everything is too, I don't know, too difficult to handle. Too many pages. You cannot track what you cannot track. You cannot measure.
Yeah.
So things get difficult.
Yeah.
I think so
So
too.
you responded earlier and you were right on the numbers. The best way to get cleaner data is to simplify your funnel. The funny thing is I had a friend who's trying to build out his business, and he's a very smart guy. He's not in Shopify, he's in training, and he's tracked every single page across his entire funnel on Lovable, with AI. So he's tracked all these different lead magnets in his Instagram. But you know what he could have done? He could have just built one lead magnet, and he could have just had one landing page, and he wouldn't need to track anything. He wouldn't even need UTM tracking, because he'll know where they come from if he just simplified it. And the problem that he's having now is his time is getting killed. He's got all of these different pages to manage, and they've all got a little bug here, and he doesn't know what to optimize,
Yeah,
So-
100%. I get your point. So you would the Audio One, you would test like a other version when I got it right from the shoe dryer. We check the headline again, make it.
I
more
would first look at your
compact,
numbers.
more
So
offer.
run the numbers on your current funnel and then see where is your next bottleneck. You might find it is in one of your pages. You might also find it's targeting new audience that you haven't tapped yet. So I would do some research and see what quick wins you can do on maybe your listicle. And I would do some quick wins into Google trend keywords, see what other markets you could advertise your product for. You can still sell the same product. You're just changing the language, the messaging of it. And that could be a very good test for you to run.
All the numbers out, give it to the AI, find like the bottleneck,
Yep.
the real like with the highest return.
Profit. Yeah.
And when it points to the listicle, for example, for the existing audience, then I optimize listicle, test a new
I
one.
would probably say your bottleneck will be on your listicle with your existing funnel. Yeah, I'd say so.
I think so too. Like
Yeah.
I said, I'm normally not in this. I'm from the creative strategy. I'm not handling this, but it's good to have also some inputs and insights.
Yeah, but you have an advantage though, is because you're not in this all the time. You're seeing it with new eyes. So sometimes people like you do a better job than people who are in the weeds in it all the time. Yeah.
100%, 100%. Okay, no, thank you so much. It was
All right,
super
man.
valuable.
Good luck with it. Let me know how you get on.
Yeah, thank you.